back to Drawing for Kids. So for this video, I'll be doing something inspired by Studio Ghibli. This particular character I'll be working on will require you to have some color markers, like the Crayola ones here. And of course, you can feel free to use other coloring mediums of your choice. Make sure to have some paper and also a black marker, such as a Sharpie. So here I have a fine tip Sharpie. Of course, you can use a black pencil crayon or anything of your choice that is just black for outlining. So these are the three materials that you'll need for us to get started. Alright, now I'm going to clean up my space. So as I mentioned, we're going to do a Studio Ghibli inspired character, and it's the Soot Sprite, also known as Suswatari. They've been found in a number of Studio Ghibli movies, including My Neighbor Totoro and Spirited Away. We're going to start by drawing the eyes of the characters. So we'll do one circle here and another circle right beside it. And then I'm going to do two more circles here. We're going to do a total of 3 of these little Soot Sprites. And these will be the eyes. Of course, you can draw as many as you like. If you have, let's say you want to do a family of 4, you can do 4 of them. So I'm going to do eyes for them. Of course, you can have their eyes looking at different direction, make them googly and happy, or like make them sad or upset as well. They are very expressive. So I'm going to add in my eyes, and they're just dots. So that's easy enough. Next thing you'll need is to draw in their fur, or I guess spikes. So here I'm using my Sharpie. I'm going to just draw lines towards the center of the character, which essentially is towards the eyes. Now don't worry about filling in all the space, but we're gonna do spikes all around until it's a ball essentially. And then I'm gonna use my black marker to go around the eyes a little bit, so it stands out even more and pop out. And then I'm gonna add in a little bit of fur in different areas to make him a little bit rounder. So you can see I'm using my black marker to fill in the space in between the eyes to make this Soot Sprite a little bit rounder, and then adding in more spikes around the sides. This doesn't need to be necessarily in a super organized manner. After all, I feel like they're free-spirited animals or creatures, so it should have a little bit of character. So I'm going to do the same thing for these other ones. The great thing about these characters is you can do so many of them, and they can all have different personalities, and that some are angry, some are happy, and I love doing them on cards. And you can have them hold on to different objects and just have a lot of fun with them, and there's not a lot of pressure. You can do them on your notebooks, you can do them on, let's say, your binders as well. Just fun little characters to draw. So here you can see for my second one, it's coming along a lot faster than my first one. I'm just adding in more spikes and fur along the sides, and then doing a circle for its general body. Okay, so now I've done the 3 different Soot Sprites. Now I'm going to do arms and legs for them. That's actually simple enough. Their arms and legs are not very complicated. They're just outstretched. So for the first one, I'm going to have arms going upwards. And then the legs, I have it curved like that. And then a little bit of a leg sticking up. There's the other one. I have their arms up because I plan on putting something that they'll be holding on to. For these Soot Sprites, a lot of time in the movie they're holding on to candy or a star-shaped candy. But if you like, you can have them hold on to a sign like a happy birthday sign or a delivery sign. Or it could be a hamburger or anything that you think will be really fun or that they'll be really happy about, or maybe even very sad or scared about. So that's really fun to do. You can have them hold on to a rock and they're trying to lift that heavy rock. What kind of expression do you think they'll have if they were to lift a heavy rock? Now I'm going to start drawing in the star candies that they're holding on to. For this one, I chose to do a star candy because they're simple enough. The number of spikes doesn't necessarily need to be consistent, as long as it's kind of a general star shape with little spikes around. I also like the idea that you can have different color for these candies, so it's adds a little bit of color and interesting tidbits for this drawing, or else it looks really bland with just being black and white. So for the star candy, I decided on these 3 particular colors: the pink, the green, and the yellow. So I'm going to color them in. Now that I finished that step, I'm going to add on a little bit of shadow on the bottom of each of these Soot Sprites with a gray marker that I have. So the gray color, I'm going to put it on the bottom so it looks like they're jumping up and there's a little bit of a shadow at the bottom. Feel like that adds a little bit of depth and dimension to the drawing. So I hope you've been enjoying this drawing so far and having a lot of fun with it. A lot of times drawing is about telling a story, so I hope you're able to tell your story and create personality for these characters, and you had fun with it. You may be doing this with your friends, family, or mom and dad and brother and sister, but I hope you had fun for this entire process. Make sure to sign and also date your drawing so that you can look back and know who did that drawing. So that's the final piece. I hope you enjoy this video. If you have other characters you'd like me to teach drawing for step by step, please leave a comment below and I would love to take it into consideration for the next video. Well, that's it for now. Take care, guys. Bye.